guys, to the part 4 of the economy tutorial with commentary, that is. Here we are. So we just got enough honor to promote to Knight Bachelor. So we're gonna do it. And now, first thing you can do, you should is place the church. Place the church. I like to place it over here. Close to the houses. The reason why I place it here is because it's close to the houses. So when the church starts, nobody that's working is gonna go to it. You're not gonna go to it. It's gonna be very, very chill. So yeah. Oh guys, I forgot about something actually. So sorry about that. But the thing that I forgot about is the jousting, guys. I forgot about the jousting on the last video, so we're gonna be placing it right now because we got the honor pretty quick because we started the feast pretty quick. As I said, we started on May 83, I believe, so we got the honor very quick. So right now we couldn't like afford everything. So jousting, guys. Gonna be placing the jousting. I like to place it very far away from the, not far away, but somewhere I can close it. What do I mean by close it? See, the jousting, it's like a funny thing people go to like have fun and stuff. However, you don't want the workers to stop working and go there. So we want to surround it with walls. So the peasants, like the workers, don't stop to go there. You still get the benefits from having it, but nobody stops to work. Now, you need to close. You don't have to like fully close all the sides with wood. Like you don't have to make a wooden like square. All you need to do is close the is not allow the peasants to go into the blue side. As you can see, like there's a blue line there. That's where the peasants come in from. So if you place it like on the facing the blue part facing the trees, just place it over here, and then you just, all I have to do is prevent them from going to the blue part. So the blue part was over here, right? Just place a wall here. Since they can't come in from this direction, you don't even have to place this wall over here. Just this, and this is fine. So next thing, guys. Next thing after this is what do we do next? Oh yeah, I think that no. So after this, what we're gonna be doing in this case, now guys, one thing you have to understand, sometimes the order of stuff is gonna be different. In this, it all depends like when you get the honor, how much gold you have available for you to build and stuff. It depends on a lot of stuff. In this case, the jousting, like the church was placed before the jousting. Usually the church is placed after, as it should. Now, once you place the church, guys, as soon as you place the church, you can get tax on -12. This is what I like to do. It's a minor detail. You can still leave it on -8, but I like to have it on -12. Okay. Now, also, guys, the church always +8. Always. Place the church, leave it on +8. It's what you want. But the jousting, like block the back side. Whichever way you feel like more comfortable with. Some people like they have agony because they don't like close the rest of the blue side, but you really don't have to. This is enough. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So now next thing, guys, once this is all placed, taxes on -12, church working. Now the church is not still working because we've reached the limit of peasants we can have. Like there's no more peasants. However, one thing we can get rid of to get more peasants now is the woodcutter, guys. We do not need more woodcutters. Matter of fact, we don't even need much more wood. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is sleep the woodcutters. We're gonna sleep them. Now, when you sleep, they stop working, but not like instantly. They finish what they're doing. So this guy's cutting the wood he's gonna deliver, and after they do that, that's when they go. So now, we slapped the workers. The church is gonna be filled. Sorry about this. Just got interrupted here. So after you sleep the workers, like the rest of the stuff that didn't have anyone, I think it was the church, the guard post, and the dungeon. They didn't have like workers. Now they do, because slapped the workers. Now next thing, guys, you want to keep an eye on is how longer until the next feast. Months until the next feast. See, it says 0. It says 0 here. Means that in the next month of December, the feast is gonna start if we have royal food, which in this case we don't. So what you want to do, guys, is actually buy the food. Now we do not have to worry too much about this because we're controlling the king. So even though it says 0 here, the feast is not going to start unless we click on this button to make the lord like go back to his duties, and then maybe he'll start the feast. Now the thing that we want is to buy 10 of each, because we're going to be making a full feast. Full feast is 7 of each food, but since we can't really buy 7 of each, we're just going to buy 10. And you keep selling like bread and keep doing that until you get like until you get 10 of each food type. And as you can see here, guys, the wine is actually twice as expensive as the other foods. So yeah, we got all the 10 of each. Now the feast could start now. We could click here to start the feast. However, one thing you want to keep in mind before starting the feast, and that is the most important thing, it's not even like how many months to go, but it is the amount of cloth the queen has inside her bedchamber. You want to make sure before you start the feast that there's 3 cloth here, at least 3 cloth inside the bedchamber, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna start the feast here, guys. And this part is extremely important because we're going to be doing this, keep doing this until the peacetime ends. I'm going to be emphasizing this many times over. So we start the feast, guys. Let's just start it. Okay, so the feast started. Click here. When the people spawn, means it started. What's going to happen is the queen, she was sitting on her bed waiting for the feast to start. So now that the feast started, the queen's gonna go to the feast. However, you don't want the queen to go to the feast. You want the queen to turn this cloth into dresses. And when she has enough dresses, she will do the dance. She has enough dresses to make like the party or whatever. She's gonna come here and do the dance, and the dance is gonna give you a lot of honor. So what you want the queen to do is to make dresses. That's all you want her to do. You don't want her to come here. That's why we built this wall here with the door. Now, every time you start a feast, you close the door to prevent the queen from coming in. See? She knows the door's closed. She knows she can't get in. She comes back. What's she do? She goes to work. She goes to make dresses. That's what you want. It's a little hack. Now you can open this door after the queen starts working, and she won't come back here anymore now. So now, guys, this is done, this is understood. You have like, this is all the food that's left after the feast started. So we had 10 of each, now we have 3 because it took 7 away from each type of food to make a full feast. This feast is going to give us 150 honor. And the queen is working on her dresses, so all is right in the world, guys. Next thing we're going to want to do is place the Fletcher's workshops. Because we're going to be making some crossbowmen, guys. We're going to be making some crossbowmen. Let me just delete this and replace it on a more optimized place here. Yeah. So next thing is the Fletcher, guys. We're gonna be placing them. We're gonna be placing, I believe it is 14 Fletcher, guys. 14. We're gonna be doing 13 Fletchers. We're gonna be doing 14 Fletchers. Now the Fletcher positioning is also very important. It's kind of like the bread. You want like just show you here. What you want is the door of the Fletcher to be facing this point here. Same way you want the door of the bakeries to be facing this point, you want the door of the Fletcher workshops to be facing this. So we're going to be placing 14. This is the optimal placement for them. So first things first, this is the door. Okay, the door, guys, is this thing on the left side. This is the door of the Fletchers. This is where he comes in and out of his workshop. So that's one door. The guy's gonna go right out of his door and go into the straight line. This guy, almost same thing, right out of here, straight line. So after you delete the woodcutters, you can just delete out of them. Just delete them. And start placing the fletchers in the way that I'm going to show you right here. So have the door right there. Door facing the this point over here, the key point, let's just call it. Over here, door, see, as close as possible to the thing. Each Fletcher workshop 100 gold, so make sure you have the gold. You have to be selling the bread. So same thing there. Door, as you can see, like door always facing the closest point here. And now, guys, the next thing you want to do is replace the woodcutters. You're gonna want to replace 3 woodcutters. Now, once this is done, guys, what you have to do is set the fletchers to make crossbows, guys. You want all your fletchers to be making crossbows. This is key, okay? Fletchers should not be making regular bows. They should be making crossbows, because the crossbows are so much more expensive. You can sell them for so much more money, and the crossbowman, the unit crossbowman, it's so much more stronger for multiplayer than the regular archers. So this is what you want. The saw pits were asleep, but now they're not anymore. So after you replace them, you have to make them awake again, let's just say. Now all is right in the world. You keep selling your bread. Now at this point, guys, really all you have to do now with the bread, you can just buy some more cloth. I'm gonna buy 20 here, just make sure. Now another thing I'm gonna get clear in this video, let's just delete the market over here, let's replace it, is actually, guys, the placement for the what's it called, Chandler's workshop. So Chandler's workshop makes candles for church. Now the reason why I bought a bunch of candles is because I usually don't place the Chandlers. I don't. However, I'm gonna be placing it this video, because if you don't want to buy the candles, you can make them. However, you do make more money, and this is something to keep in mind. You make more money if you buy the candles instead of wasting 2 peasants to make the candles. However, if you choose to make the candles, guys, if you do choose to make the candles, the setup you want is to have another stockpile over here or wherever like fits, and place the 2 channel guys facing the door of the stockpile, and then you need to place the beehives in such a manner. I like to leave like spaces open here. It doesn't really matter that we're missing 3 over here, because really all each Chandler workshop needs, I would say, I think it's 4 of the beehives, so we're making like 6 each, and that's more than enough. So this is the setup. Usually I don't do this, so I'm just gonna leave them, and no peasants are gonna come, but this is the setup, just so you guys know. But usually I just buy the candles, because it is you do make more money from saving these 2 peasants and allocating them into another job. So this is pretty much all you have to do on this this part of the video, this promotion, this like I think night bachelor. And next thing you can do is just buy more 5 of each food and prepare yourself for the next feast, so you have 8 of each. And very straightforward. All is right in the world. You have church on +8, treasury -12, have your fletchers working, have like all the sadness things under control. You have the bird, you have the gong, you have the thing here. Now one thing I like to do, oh, and there she goes. And you see the queen, since we had 3 cloth inside our bedchamber, our thing there, the queen now is gonna do a dance. And we're gonna get like a ton of honor. Now in between this time, like when I was talking, you can actually place stuff like the barracks I like to place it over here. That's just me, my personal, like I like for my setup. You can place the Engineers Guild. I like to place it over here. Depends also on the setup I'm using. In this case, I'm just gonna place it over here. You can place the mercenary post. Doesn't really matter where. Anywhere is fine. Really. You can place it over here. You can place this kind of stuff. And as you can see here, guys, the queen is about to do the dance. I think she needs like 4 or 5 dresses. I'm not 100% sure how many. But once she makes them, she's gonna go make the dance. And if there's a feast going on, the dance is gonna be instant. You're gonna get instant honor. There you go. And the queen, like, she ends the feast, the dance, and she goes right back to work. And now we can promote, guys. We can promote. And this is where I'm gonna end this video. And then we're gonna be promoting to Knight Errant on the next video. Actually, I could promote on this video because it's very like simple, the amount of stuff you do. So I'm just gonna promote here, guys, and video is gonna be a little bit longer, but it's no big deal. After we promote, all you have to do, guys, is just one thing. Actually, 2, but the most important one. You're gonna unlock the traveling fair. So you're gonna place the traveling fair like anywhere that you can lock it. As you guys can see, like from the jousting, as I said, there's the blue space over here where people come in. The traveling fair, the thing with the traveling fair is that, well, everything's blue. So you have to basically make walls around all of it. Just get your wood and make the walls so nobody comes in ever, and you still get the benefit from having it. After you place this, guys, you can actually get taxes on -16, and your happiness is still gonna go up. So 76, but it's gonna get to 100 because you have the jousting, you have the whatever this is called, traveling fair, you have the church on +8, you have like all of this great stuff giving you a lot of happiness, so your happiness is gonna go up. So after you do this, guys, next thing you can do is make your walls. Now you're gonna buy some stone. Now the walls, guys, they are very important, and I'm gonna be explaining here why I do what I do. Now there's a unit in the game called the assassin. Now the assassin, he can go, he can climb walls, and he can go through walls, past walls. Now, but there is a way to prevent that from happening. All you have to do is place the wall, and then you're gonna be placing moats, the water thing, behind the walls. One layer of moats over here. Like instead of walls, the second layer I'm making, just pretend it's moats. Like pretend the wood is moats. That's it. Place the moats, and then this way, like no assassins can come through anymore. So always make sure to make your base assassin proof. Also, on these kinds of maps like Grasslands and Battle Arena, often you have like this base over here, and troops can actually invade your base. So I'd recommend placing like some walls over here, and then filling it with moats and water over here, just to make sure no troops can come by and catch you off guard, because that happens very often. So I think this is it for this video, guys. No, actually we can still keep going, because not a lot's gonna happen in the next promotion, as you will see. So the feast just ended, so we can now promote again to Royal Champion. And now, guys, the next thing you need to do is place some statues. This is the next step. Now the amount of statues that you get, that you're gonna place. Now, as you can see, also we're Royal Champion by June. Best you can get, I think it's May, but we're at a good time here. June, it's good enough. So next thing, you're gonna be placing statues. Now, how many statues? Now that goes to that is I would say a personal personal choice, almost. Also depends on the amount of gold you think you're gonna be able to make in the game. In this game, we're not using like the best, not the best start. We didn't have like the best or for maximum money and stuff. So it's not like we're gonna make little money, we're gonna make a lot. But I'm gonna be placing, in this case, I think 25 statues. So you just keep placing statues until you get to 25. Now you just decide on a number and you just go for it. Now my advice would be to place no more than 35 statues. No more than 35 statues, and I would say at least 15 statues, 10 to 15 statues. At least 15 and no more than 35. So somewhere around there. We're gonna go with 25 in this game because I'm gonna be making a variety of troops, and this is all you have to do for this promotion. Once you become Royal Champion, you just keep on making those statues. Now, if you want to make crossbows, you shouldn't sell the crossbows. If you want to make some crossbows, like by the end of the peacetime, the amount of like crossbow you're gonna have here is almost, I think, like 300 crossbows. So you can sell some. You can make many different kinds of army. I'm gonna be selling some of the crossbow just to get through the statues faster. I'm gonna make a very hybrid army here, just to show you like all the units the pros use usually. So it's, we're gonna be making 25 statues. It's not like the maximum amount of statues I go for usually, but it's also not the least amount of statues. Least amount of statues I go for is 20. That's when I'm going with a army that is mostly crossbowman. So you don't need a lot of honor to make them. However, if you're doing a lot of knights, if you're going like for mass knights, you need more statues. So it really varies on your game style, your game plan, what you plan to do and stuff. So as you can see, the feast ended, king is over here. Now you can just leave the king over here. You shouldn't now move him back to his chair. And the reason for that is because you can also make honor from church. You can also get honor from the church. Now, and I'll show you guys how to do that in the next video. Right now we just got like honor enough to promote, and I think I'm gonna wrap the video up right here, and then the rest of the video, like I think it's part 5, it's gonna be like ending the setup, like the very end, and making troops and stuff. So economy wise, you're pretty much all set, almost. If you're not making like in this case we're not making candles, we just bought all the candles, but you can be making candles. But then keep in mind you only have like 3 peasants left or something. You have like very little peasants left. So if you have 0 peasants left, you can make any troops. In this case we have 3, right? We don't have any goats, so we can't train the troops, but it should be appearing like 3 of each if we could make troops. So that's why I'm not making candles, I'm buying, because I don't have enough peasants to have like all the economy plus making candles plus making armies. Too much stuff, too little peasants. This is 104. This is for 5 to 6 players. Keep that in mind. That was standard population for pro hosts for 3v3s. In this case we're playing with 6 players. There's 5 Lady Sirens and me. That makes us 6. But on other populations, the ratios of like Brad and Fletcher can change a little bit. I'll be making videos in the future about that. But this setup, it is solid for pretty much all the populations. All the populations. If you use this, you're gonna be just fine, just fine. And you can just regulate, like you can make more Fletchers if you have more population, less Fletchers if you have just 96, so on and so forth. You can adapt the setup. It's pretty versatile. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.